Welcome back to the greatest show on YouTube that nobody knows about. Two Dads Drink.
Woo!
Woo!
Haven't done that in a while.
You haven't done that in a while. We are both on fumes today, right?
Yeah, yep. Life's busy.
Life's busy, business is busy, family's busy.
Kids are, well, your kids play sports. My started basketball tonight.
Yeah, just great. I feel like every day's got some.
Yeah, I don't know. The next moment I don't have something.
Unreal.
And you're still shaking the TV.
So you're shaking.
No, that was you when you just did it.
Well, we're back on webcam because you know what? Our show support hasn't grown really at all. So we're
backtracking.
We're downgrading the quality.
We're downgrading.
We're going back to the webcam because it's way easier. What's our unofficial sponsor?
It's an old one, Basil Hayden.
Why are we drinking an old one, Sean?
Because I forgot I owed 2 weeks in a row. So
now you owe technically three weeks in a row.
Oh no, it goes back to 2 weeks. Next week and the following. Good.
It's true. You're gonna forget though?
Probably.
And we did take a bye week. We're allowed bye weeks.
Hey, we weren't feeling it.
We weren't feeling it. We took a bye week.
Sorry, guys.
Deal with it.
Pretty much. Yeah, we don't have a third wheel this week. Sorry, guys. I did try.
Cheers,
actually.
buddy. Did you try?
I tried to bring Jake.
Doesn't he have school?
He has work.
Ooh. God, that'll wake you up.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Not bad. It's just strong. Woo. Okay.
No, he had work tonight.
Did he have work today?
Yeah.
I
Otherwise,
forget Jake is growing up on us. He didn't work.
Senior this year, works at Sheets.
I thought he worked at a grocery store.
He quit that job because she's paid like $4 more an hour.
Holy shit.
So,
you know, my first job, I made $6.25 an hour.
well, he's making $14 an hour.
Unreal. Unreal. Congrats to you, Jake.
Right?
Man, oh man.
That sounds like T-Mobile wages.
No, that's more than I made at T-Mobile.
Oh, really?
Minus the commission.
Oh, sorry.
Like, I think I started like $9.25 at T-Mobile plus commission.
See, I started at 12 something.
Wasn't that lucky?
Sorry.
News. We always do news first. Cam is back.
Cam is back, and he let everybody know that.
Should we do the Superman?
Sure. Or the dab.
Or the dab? I don't
even
know how to do the dab. Whatever. Cam is back. Is that even anything?
Yes.
Does he make the Panthers any more relevant?
Based off what I saw, yes.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like Cam is so past his prime.
I would have thought that too, but he performed on a limited basis in that game.
I feel like you could bring him in a goal line scenario and he'll punch a touchdown in for
But
you.
he only, he only practiced for 2 days.
I don't know. If you talk to any New England fans, they'll tell you Cam is trash. So I guess we'll find out. I don't think he can be any worse than Sam Darnold.
See, I don't think Sam Darnold was horrible. I just don't.
He was good the first, 4 weeks of the year. I think they were like 4-0, weren't they? At one point?
Oh, yeah. They were 4 or 5-0. And remember, they almost beat your Cowboys. They were pushing your Cowboys.
No. Okay. They were close at halftime, and then we blew the doors off them in the second half.
They were pushing you guys.
No, we won by 3 scores. That's not close. Get out of here. You know what? You had your opportunity last week to hit me while I was down.
I did, and I wasn't here.
And then you were the one who canceled on us. I just want to point that out.
Oh, man.
You had the opportunity. You blew it.
You see, guys, how we play the blame game around here?
You blew it.
It's a blame game.
What Adam Sandler movie is that? You blew
Is
it.
that an Adam Sandler movie?
I'm pretty sure. Anyways, moving on. Aaron Rodgers. We missed this because we were gone last week.
Liar, liar.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Where's the movie? Can you replace Jim Carrey?
The pen is royal blue. One of my favorite movies of all time. Liar, liar.
Aaron Rodgers.
So he said that he was, what was the
vaccinated?
word? No. He used a different word.
Oh, did he? This was in the McAfee show, right?
Yeah. He said that he was immunized. Right? Immunized. Which I believe what he was thinking was, I already had it.
Oh, yeah.
So I
can't get it again.
I can't. I'm naturally vaccinated, which is the same thing I was saying too for the longest time.
Which has been proven false. So
But you know what happened to me? Real world, right? Okay, I'm healthy and I didn't feel like getting a shot when I didn't need it. But real world, my work
required it
at one point, and I just got it, right? Like we had a company trip that required it, and the company paid all kinds of money, so I had to get it, right? Like
and he just lied.
You're making like $40 million a year, probably like 35, but either way, you're making a shitload of money, and you are the most important piece on your team.
Really, you've noticed it,
right? Most important piece on the team.
Quarterback typically is.
And you didn't get vaccinated,
and then you tell people you did,
and you tell people you did. You like misled people that you did.
You said
he says he didn't lie. He says he misled people, and he's sorry for misleading people. I just don't get this. And you know what? If it came out tomorrow that Dak Prescott wasn't vaccinated, I'd probably be pretty mad at it. Like, it's one thing if like CeeDee Lamb's not, like, I get he's like, you know, just like a young, dumb wide receiver.
Tell somebody you're not.
But you're a franchise quarterback.
Once again, did not tell somebody you're not.
Yeah.
That's the catch.
And your franchise quarterback. That's the catch.
Yeah,
I could care less if any other player on the team.
Like the Steelers, Ben was out this week for COVID.
But he was vaccinated.
He was vaccinated. He still got, because you can still get it even if you're vaccinated.
You just have lesser symptoms.
Correct.
Supposedly.
And you can get rehab from it quicker.
Which, boy, let me tell you, if I get lesser symptoms next time I get COVID, that vaccine shot is totally worth it. Because I got hit by a fucking Mack truck.
You fell into a shower.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, I literally passed out, like getting off the toilet, and crashed into a glass shower door. I could have died.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not because of COVID, because of the fucking glass door. Right?
Yeah, right.
I could have fucking died. Like, yeah, so I'm okay if it like.
By the way, just because it's funny, what did your wife do?
So I'm buck ass naked, right? If you want to hear the story, I'm buck ass naked, laying in our shower with the glass door like laying on my head essentially, and I'm just like, I don't even remember this, but suppose I was like moaning, like, and she's like, "What the hell?" And she thought it was something else, and she was dreaming, so she went back to sleep. And then when I finally came to, I'm like, Cassie, you know, just like, it's like right next to our bedroom. And she comes in to see me laying buck ass naked in the shower. And she's just like, what the, you know, I was like, yeah, I don't know. I just passed out.
I misjudged that.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Not one of my brighter moments in life.
No.
She lost her smell and taste. I almost fucking died.
Lost your life.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Well,
I didn't even lose my taste. I couldn't even think.
What's our like idiot award thing? We keep
bonehead.
The bonehead of the week is Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
Has to be. He's
bonehead of the week.
Yeah.
For once, he's not an Oakland Raider.
Oh man, that undefeated streak ended.
I saw this. I shared it. I don't know if you saw it, but there's a thing. You know how like big companies will say so many days without an accident or whatever. They'll have it posted on like the back room wall. They had that going around social media. It was like 4 days without an accident. Like, oh my god, hitting the Raiders fans while they're down, and then they get torched by the Chiefs.
Right.
I feel bad.
Well, they're back down to earth. Didn't they cut another first round pick because he was being an idiot again?
Oh, I don't know.
Their corner, DeMonte Arnett or whatever. He was a first round pick like 2 years ago. They cut him.
They're a hot mess.
Because he was, drinking and driving or something. What following suit with the other guy.
They're a hot mess express.
Yep. So
the only other real news topic that we have to talk about is like, what the hell is wrong with the NFL? All the upsets. Look, I was having a great gambling year, okay? A great gambling year. And thanks to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you can kiss my profits for the year gone, right? I got a very little bit of profits that I'm taking this week, and I got to build it back up. I was at like a 10x profit on the year.
Yeah.
And now I'm at like a 1x profit.
You picked the Buccaneers.
I picked the Buccaneers against Washington of all teams, all right?
You picked Tom Brady.
I mean, Jesus. just bad. But anyways, like we had the Cardinals. We'll give the Cardinals a pass. Backup
no
quarterback.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
and no
Kyler.
Hopkins. Hopkins didn't play either.
What the hell is wrong with the Chargers? Everybody thought Chargers could be Super Bowl contenders this year.
I don't know.
And they came out real hot. Cowboys beat them week 2, but other than that, real hot. And they they're just bad.
Changing a coaching philosophy and not really clicking.
Cleveland got smoked.
I don't even know what to expect.
By a rookie quarterback.
Right.
I mean, you got an elite defense, right?
Should. You think that, right?
And a rookie just goes out and smokes
you.
Smokes you. By the way, Mac Jones,
Right?
best quarterback in the draft, right? Although,
At this point, yes.
the Bears rookie,
Fields looks good.
Fields, that was my pick coming out of the draft. He's looking better and better every week. I like the kid.
Trey Lance, who knows, because he hasn't really played.
He hasn't got an opportunity.
Really.
And Trevor's not bad.
Trevor's not bad. Once
Not
again,
bad.
he plays with Jacksonville. Who
The
knows?
Jets quarterback's pretty bad.
See, I don't know if he is. Once again, you have a lack of a offensive line. I hate using the offensive line, which here in Pittsburgh I use it all the time. But
What you probably love. Baltimore lost to the Dolphins.
wow,
That was on Thursday.
yeah, they got.
I feel like Thursday night games are more prone to upsets.
They got handed to them too.
I'm taking the Falcons to cover the 6.5 points. And that's not my pick of the week, but
but
I'm sprinkling a little money. So, and here's the thing: what I love to do to build up, like, get great odds, is when I think there's like an upset in the mix. So I'll be like, well, if the Falcons win, how do the Falcons win? The Falcons win because Matt Ryan goes off, right?
He's been actually for a few weeks now.
So I'll sprinkle a little bit of money on the Falcons and do a same game parlay with I'll tease the over down a little bit. So I think I did 39.5 points. And then I'll sprinkle a little bit on Matt Ryan to throw over 250 yards and Matt Ryan to throw over 1.5 touchdowns. You know what the odds are on that?
What's that?
The odds for all that plus 750. So my $50 bet's going to win me like $400 or something like that.
There you go.
That and I've hit a lot of those this year. I mean,
Okay.
honestly. So that's going to be a little sneaky bet for me. That's not my pick of the week. Little sneaky bet. The Buccaneers.
When he does his pick of the week, he picks safe picks.
The Buccaneers. Well, no, I didn't originally. I was like, shit.
That's why you kept
I got to
losing.
start winning some bets here. The Buccaneers lost to Washington. I mean, just unreal. The Rams. So here's me. I lose half my pot on the Buccaneers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a great pot going into the week. I lose half my pot on the Buccaneers because I had them tied into everything. Because I'm like, there's no way they're going to lose to Washington. I didn't have points. I just had them to win, right?
So I'm going to play it safe with the Rams, right?
Yeah. So then I'm like, well, I'll make it back up. I'll just throw like a large chunk on the Rams. Just to win, not to cover points, just to win. There's no way they lose to the 49ers. Then Jimmy G's like, hold my beer. Let me go.
Wasn't Jimmy G your boy?
Jimmy G played unreal on Monday night against Von Miller and Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This NFL offense, let's go through their all-star offense on the Rams.
Steelers tie line. No Ben. Right?
No Ben.
Why don't you play Haskins?
Chase. There was a lot of guys.
Why don't you play Haskins?
I don't know.
I don't understand that. They must not like him or something.
They really have a affection for Mason
Rudolph. He's just garbage. He's hot garbage.
Best, he's a backup at best.
I don't even want him as a backup.
I don't even know if he's a serviceable backup. So
he's an XFL starter as well. Future XFL starter. Steelers tie. Who's the best team, Sean? Who's the best team in the NFL?
Crickets.
You got to guess? Whatever we say is going to get upset this weekend.
So I'm sorry, but you're going to lose this week. It's the Titans.
I'm sorry you're going to lose this week. It's the Green Bay Packers. They haven't lost since week 1 when they got the doors beat off them by the Saints.
And the Titans have the best record in the NFL.
And the Titans been knocking off people left and right. Good teams. Rams. They knocked off the Chiefs. They knocked off the Bills.
So we'll see, but you guys are going to lose this week. So sorry.
Unreal. What a season.
Are you going to take that as your pick of the week? One of those two teams losing?
No, actually, I actually think one of those two teams winning, but we'll cover that. Unreal. So just a couple quick notes if you wanna cover trends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, trends in the betting world. The Packers are 8-1. How many games? 10 games. They've only had one game where they didn't cover the spread. It was the first week of the year.
I think they're 9. I think they're 7-2. So I think they have 9 games. So
9 games. So they're 8-1 against the spread. Cowboys are 8-1 against the spread. Unreal, right?
Yeah,
it's crazy. They're beating the odds. Those two teams. I think in the NFC, that's probably the class. Cardinals, Cowboys, Packers. Maybe throw the Rams in.
I think you have to throw the Rams on. They're still 7-3.
But the Rams still lost 2 bad games in a row.
Once again, they're still 7-3, dude, and they still light the board up when they want to. Yeah. And they still have an all-star squad when you look at rosters.
Tampa Bay. You gonna throw Tampa Bay in there?
Probably. They have Tom Brady. What am I gonna do? They didn't look that good until the playoffs last year.
It's where the NFC is top heavy. There's like nothing else after like those 5 teams that we just talked about. And then the AFC, there's no real top teams, but it's just all good teams. They're all just banging.
They're just all filtered in.
Unreal.
That's why you see a lot of 5-3 records, 6, you know what I mean? Whatever, mix in.
This is the most entertaining football season.
Because you don't know what's going on.
And you have like night before the games, Ben Roethlisberger rolled out. Like, by the way, I had the Steelers tied into a couple bets too.
I'm sure.
Hard, right?
Even with Mason, I would have still taken the Steelers tied into.
Yeah,
bets.
I was like, because I could have, bought out of I could have taken a loss on the bet. Usually they'll let you get out of a bet for like a 20% loss.
Yeah.
I was like, they'll still win.
They'll still pull that game off. Yeah.
They'll still win. It's just a money line. They just got to win. Nope. Fucking tie. Goddamn Fryer move, man. How did you fumble that?
He got hit. Did you even
I don't
see it?
care. Don't fumble the football Fryer move.
Dude, he took the crown of the helmet to the football.
Okay, Deontay. Hold on to the ball.
Well, that one I'll give you.
Wildest overtime I've seen in a long time. Missed field goals, fumbles, interceptions, all in overtime.
Right.
Unreal. Okay, we've talked too much. I probably talked too much. My fault. Hot take, Sean. You got 60 seconds on the clock. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Go. So let's talk Mighty Ducks TV show because, we were a big supporter of the show.
Yeah, we both are big fans.
Big fans. Liked season 1. Liked what they did. Liked how they brought back some of the classic people throughout the season. Liked that Gordon Bombay was the centerpiece of the show. Is he the centerpiece in season 2? No.
Wah,
wah. And it's all because of our favorite virus that goes around. And some people want the vaccine, some people don't. Well, obviously, Emilio Estevez does not want the vaccine, and Disney said, bye-bye. I don't know how I feel about either one of them, if Disney's wrong or Bombay's wrong or whoever. All I know is it sucks because I was looking forward to season 2, and based off season 1, Bombay should have been a big part of season 2. And now I don't get to look forward to that as much. Now I get to wait and see what the hell they try to pull out. And I'm hoping they bring Charlie Conway back to replace Bombay. Hey! And we'll keep on fighting till the end.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, the only way they improve with losing Emilio is if Charlie Conway comes back to coaching. I don't think he will.
I don't either. I don't see
he wouldn't even come back for the reunion episode. So like,
well, supposedly they said he wanted to, but he had a conflicting schedule. So it wasn't like he was against doing it, but
that's just such a shame. I love the show, and then like now they're not only are you just missing probably the centerpiece of the show. Okay, the centerpiece is the kid, right? But we're missing the center coach of the show.
They're just gonna force the mom into the role. But
yeah, but then you get the whole love aspect between her and Emilio. That's going to be gone.
My question is, you're taking a big role because by the end of it, Emilio was stepping up and becoming more the coach and more of that role. And who do you replace him with? Because it's a role that is needed for the show. I feel like the show needs that role because even his version had Han, the old, the grandpa kind of feel to him, the dad. Even his version had that.
Yeah, Charlie's the only.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I'll still give it a chance, even without Charlie. But like, I'm gonna be pretty upset if they drop the ball on
If it bombs, I'm gonna be upset. But especially if you remember, they ended the season, they won the Ducks name back, so now they are the Ducks going forward.
I mean, can't Emilio just get a fake vaccine card?
Aaron Rodgers, where can you support this?
I actually looked this up.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like debating on whether or not I had to get the vaccine or whatever. And I was like, I'll just buy it. I'm sure they sell them. And then I Googled it and they do sell them. They're like $300. However, if you get caught using a fake vaccine card, that's like basically falsifying government documents. It's like 5 years in prison. not worth it. Just get the
No,
damn shot.
get the shot.
Now, I mean, Emilio, he could stay out of prison, right?
Right.
Yeah. So
Maybe.
So
Look at his brother. Look at
I
his
did
brother.
actually get the vaccine. I did not get a phony card. Even
What
though
if
I
they
thought
bring his
about it.
brother in to replace him?
Oh my god! Winning.
Duh.
Hey, you made me think for a second. They don't even look like brothers.
They really don't.
They're like me and my brother. They look nothing.
However, he doesn't look like his dad. Emilio looks like his dad, but he doesn't look like the dad.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock for me.
Ready, set, go.
Last time I knocked down the camera, I was so excited. And look, my boys are looking good still. They had one little hiccup against the Broncos, and I was live in person. Okay. And I told Cassie going into this last game, I was like, it's either going to go one way or the other. Either we're just mediocre the rest of the season and we fail, or we're just going to beat the pants off the Falcons. Sure enough, they 36-3 at halftime. We beat the pants off the Falcons, right? So the Cowboys are back. We're good. We're fine. But that's not what I want to talk about. For once, I want to talk about something different, and that is my Chicago Bulls. Ranked number 2 in the power rankings right now, only behind the Golden State Warriors. They just beat the pants off your Lakers, by the way. They're a good team, man. I'll tell you what, that DeRozan, he's a baller. That Lonzo Ball, baller. Then you throw him in with Vucevic, and Zach LaVine, we got a hell of a team. Got some guys off the bench that are good. The Chicago Bulls are going to be a fun season this year. And I hope both my basketball and football season ends with me singing this goddamn song. That's what I hope, baby. We're going to do it. It's our year. Now we got 60 seconds on the clock. We got to talk about something.
We didn't even talk about what we were going to talk about.
No, we got to talk about our team. 60 seconds on the clock.
Ready, set, go.
The Detroit Lions. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, because we don't have a huge following anyways, and for those of you who don't know, we chose a team to cheer for, and we did it because of Motor City Dan Campbell, right?
We wanted to see some Eden kneecaps.
Yeah, we want to see some Eden kneecaps. And
can you even really say it? Is that really a way of saying it?
I have no idea. Biting kneecaps, chewing kneecaps, whatever you want to say. However, it's been a really abysmal season for the Lions. And then they've been close a couple times.
Oh, they've had games.
67-yard field goal beat them in Baltimore. And now they go to face your Squealers.
Right.
And it was just miserable. It was miserable to watch. I watched my game, but I switched over for the overtime. Dude, miserable. Nobody wanted to win that game.
The Steelers are miserable, dude. They're the worst winning team in the NFL right now.
Oh, I want to go that far. There's worse.
Winning? I said winning, not worse.
Yeah, a winning record?
Yeah, they have a winning record.
Browns have a winning record, right?
No.
Oh, man. The Browns are 5-5 still.
We're still number 2. We're 5-3-1. We're still number 2 in our division by half a game. So
I don't know. Well, Sean, you lost. You chose Jordan Love.
Yep. 2 weeks ago, guys.
I don't know why I'm giving
if you want a shot.
No. So Sean gets the double shot punishment of old granddad until we get rid of old granddad.
Oh, jeez.
This is number 1. You lost. I chose the Cardinals, by the way, and that was before I knew Kyler Murray was out.
Ian Hopkins, and
we still won. Thank you, Cardinals.
The thing was, you picked that as a safe pick. You're like, oh, I'm picking a safe one here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, guess why I thought the Rams were a shoo-in? Because the 49ers couldn't even beat the Cardinals without like their top 4 players.
All right, so here we go.
Cheers, buddy.
Oh, man.
Right back at you.
That sucks. Don't pull it, dude.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
That was an a-hole move.
Don't lose. I really didn't mean to pour it to the top, but I totally did. That's all right, because we're gonna punish each other because we're not gonna since Sean didn't bring a bottle, we finished another bottle, so our last shot is gonna be of granddad's at the end of the show. So tune in to the end of the show to see us get tortured some more. I'll fill mine all the way up to the top just for you, buddy. Oh my god, that's really up to the top. Holy shit. Don't shake the table or we're gonna spill some fucking whiskey.
Yeah, Cowboy fan.
All right, we got our picks. Our picks of the week. Do you want the winner to go first or second?
You go first. Give me a second here.
8-1 against the spread. I don't know how you can go against that. And I love the fact I'm getting the hook, right? The hook, by the way, is a half a point, right? So most NFL games end in a field goal. So if you're putting money on the underdog to cover points, you're hoping to get the hook and get 3.5 points. If you're putting money on the favorite, you're hoping to get the hook and get 2.5 points. I get the hook with the Green Bay Packers on the road in a dome. Okay, you love that with Aaron Rodgers. 2.5 point favorites against the Vikings. I'm taking the Packers to win. They're going to win probably by at least 6 points, but I will take the 2.5. So as long as they win by a field goal. The record shows they just need to win by 3.
So I'm gonna go a little off the wall, and I'm probably gonna have a double shot next week.
Oh boy.
But I promised you at the beginning of the year when I started creating this idea of doing this that I would not necessarily pick easy picks for who should go. So
you call me out.
Yeah, I am.
I'm doing
because
easy picks.
I'm going with Superman. I'm going with Cam Newton.
Okay. Is he starting?
They've given him first team reps this week.
So what's his what's his estimated point?
I haven't even looked.
That's something we need to know.
Haven't even looked yet. I just know I feel like he's gonna.
So Sean needs to pick his fantasy player of the week who's gonna overperform his estimated point total. I have to pick a bet because I'm a degenerate gambler. I got to pick a bet that's gonna
22 points.
Are you sure?
That's what it says. 22 points.
I don't want to see you take 2 shots again, buddy. Are you sure you want to do that?
They're projecting 244, 2 pass TDs, 33 rush yards.
I don't think I've seen Cam Newton get 22 fantasy points in like 7 years.
Look at that hair.
Yeah, that's like that's like Henry's turd hair, only it faces up.
It goes up. It doesn't fall down. Dude, last week on 2 plays, he got 13 points.
Okay. All right, we'll find out who they face.
They are why did I exit out of there? They are placing Washington.
Okay.
The worst team against quarterbacks, actually.
Okay. Well, there you go. So Cam Newton over 22 fantasy points, which it's based on it's based on our fantasy league rules, by the way. So quarterbacks have a weird point system in our league. So it's going to be over that. I'm hoping it spills more, to be honest with you. Oh yeah. All right. So we got your pick.
You're telling me holy hell. I just did a double shot.
I know, and I'm dreading this right now. So we got our picks in for the week. Now we got to put 5 minutes on the clock. This is our random topic of the week. And Sean, you and I are both we're both movie and TV buffs. We both like to watch the tube.
Yeah.
Go ahead and start whenever you're ready.
Ready, set, go.
So we've talked in previous episodes, like, what are you watching these days? And we just kind of share and collaborate. I still got to watch You. It's something that's on my list. I think I'm going to wait till it's done.
Have you watched any of the seasons?
No, I'm going to wait till it's done because I got into Ozark and
that's coming out in January.
I know, but I hate waiting, and I should just waited till it was done and then watched it.
Yeah,
right?
I get it.
And same thing with all Dexter was the same way. But anyways, go ahead. So what are you watching?
Going back, watching Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. You know, my wife started watching Game of Thrones.
7. I've watched it once already, the full 7 seasons. And randomly, I just decided to start watching it again.
You know what? It's not my style.
No. Well, you don't like
the ye old stuff and the banging my sister and all that stuff.
Lesbians? You don't like?
I don't know. The incest and all the old school.
There's a lot of shit in that.
Yeah,
show.
A lot of no, thank you.
I was not just Harry Potter, but I like Lord of the Rings. Those science fiction shows, stuff like that, I've always gotten into. Don't get me wrong, the incest part's a little weird. There are definitely some parts of the show that are like, oh, that's fucked up.
I'm not I don't like rape, I don't like incest.
There's definitely a lot of fucked up parts in the show.
Yeah.
So, and I don't disagree with that, but it's one of those shows that I could put on and watch 2 episodes. Oh, cool. Okay, let me keep watching.
You have anything else? Any other movies you watched recently?
No, it's really just been Game of Thrones. I mean, every so once in a while I'll throw on really nothing. Sports.
Watching a lot of sports.
Yeah. And as you know, I've been super busy, so I haven't even been watching a lot of Like I've been to the Pitt game this weekend and I went to the Penguin game, but I haven't really
been a busy man.
Yeah, and those were just random oddball to go to. Like I went to the game last night and it was Sean's last second. Let's see if he wants to go.
It works.
Oh yeah, I mean we're 10 rows off the ice. So
I probably will at some point in my life try and watch Game of Thrones. I just don't think it's my cup of tea.
It takes a lot to get through it.
You have to know what your cup of tea is.
Yeah, and honestly, Game of Thrones is one of those shows you have to watch the first season and kind of let yourself get into it. You can't watch like 3 episodes and say, "Oh no, this isn't me. I'm checking out."
Yeah,
you have to watch the full season before you know if you can move forward.
Well, I'm watching a couple of different things right now.
Okay.
So there's 2 things that are going on live at this moment, right? So like live meaning new episodes weekly. Okay. Then there was the Sopranos movie, which I was super excited about, and it was good. However, it would have been way better as like a series. Like they should have just done like another 8-season series out of it, which now supposedly they're in talks to do a series now.
But why don't you do that? You can honestly break up a TV show.
It was like a 3-hour movie. Like, why wouldn't you just make a 10-episode season and then see if you get renewed for another season?
Right.
You know what I mean? But it was good. And Tony Soprano's son, like his real life son, looks just like him. So like it was really cool to like watch that and see how it unfolded and everything. But the actual like live stuff, Curb Your Enthusiasm came out with a new season.
Okay.
I don't know how Larry David gets away. He's the only person that can't get canceled in the world. Like every single episode is about race or transgender. The most recent episode was about Black people eating watermelon. And it was about a KKK member. He spilled coffee on a KKK member's robe, and then he had to get it dry cleaned, and the dry cleaner lost the robe, and then he had to talk his partner, who's a Jew, his wife, into making a new robe for the KKK member. And then she sewed, like, I'm being a spoiler, she sewed like a Jewish emblem on the back of it, so when he put on his KKK robe, he got the shit kicked out of him. Like, he is the only person that could get away with just whatever completely fucked up, I'm gonna do it. So that's one thing, and I love it. If you never watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, you gotta do it. You're an HBO guy too.
Yeah.
And then Dexter, the new season of Dexter came out.
Yet, but
it's getting good. It's gonna be real good. I could tell. It's got all the things you want to see from Dexter, and it's getting really interesting. Already 3 episodes in. I'm super pumped about that. And then a bit sprinkle, little sprinkle some Married with Children.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of all shows, Married with Children.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. Curb Your Enthusiasm kind of brings out the Married with Children.
I'll be honest with you. Every time I hear Married with Children, all I think is Nick at Night. This should be for Al Bundy in his 4-touchdown game. Oh wait, you know how many shows that guy does anymore?
Oh, he's in everything.
He really is. For a guy who was gone for how long, he's now in like everything. He's married in the one show to what's her name, Sophia Vega.
Oh, yeah. But I love Al Bundy and I love the role, and it would not be allowed in today's day and age, right? Just like The Office wouldn't be allowed in today's day and age.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how Curb Your Enthusiasm is allowed. Maybe because it's on HBO.
It's on HBO. HBO is a little bit different.
But with all that being said, his best role ever was the Boucher brother in Little Giants. What was it, Kevin Boucher?
That is a good one.
Oh my God, he was so good in that movie.
But he's good.
When he does the let me show you how to hit the pillow, and then he fucking tackles the pillow and falls out the window.
I have to tell you, there's certain guys in the world, in terms of actors, he's one of them.
O'Shea, it was O'Shea. Mm-hmm. Sorry,
Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman.
I don't know if you can put him on Denzel level. Like Denzel's like,
but I just mean in general. Not once again, Denzel, Morgan Freeman. Those guys are on a different level. They can really play any role, and just hearing their voice to me would give me a pop. Hearing their voices. However, I don't even know what his real name is, to be honest with you.
I don't know either. Yeah.
Nonetheless, anytime I see him, I'm like, oh shit.
Just cool. Call him Al Bundy.
Yeah, that's
Al Bundy.
Nonetheless, I do want to bring one thing up that we didn't get a chance to talk about.
What's that?
And this is because you called it your favorite movie or favorite series to watch, Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Did you see that they signed Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson to do a reunion show for Harry Potter.
I did not. That's pretty cool.
And there's in talks that that new book they came out with, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, about Harry Potter's kids.
Yeah.
They are trying to get them all in the loop to create a 2-movie of that.
I'd sign up for that. The other thing is, I don't know, have you ever watched Fantastic Beasts?
I like it.
It's good.
Like
it's really good.
They have a new one coming out next year. The
Dumbledore.
November, Secrets of Dumbledore.
Yeah. I mean, it's really good.
It doesn't get enough credit for what it has, but it is actually really
good. It's like sneaky good.
And I like once again, I know he's not in the third one because of all the crap he's done, but I like Johnny Depp in it playing Grindelwald.
Okay, I dig it.
I like Johnny, and it's weird. You've watched both of them, right?
Yes.
So it's weird how the first one is, I forget who the guy is that plays him at first, Grindelwald, and then at the very end of the movie, he turns into Johnny Depp.
It's
I forget what the guy's name is. I know Colin something.
Colin Farrell.
No, it's not Farrell. Colin Farrell's the Joker guy, the funny guy. No, that's Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. Okay. Nonetheless, I that was crazy. He was the guy. He was Grindelwald the whole movie, and then all of a sudden, at the very last scene, he turns into Johnny Depp, and that's now Grindelwald. With Johnny Depp in the next one was ridiculously good as Grindelwald.
I mean, really sneaky good series. And then so on the way back from Dallas.
Yeah.
Maybe on the way to Dallas. I can't remember. On one of the trips to or from Dallas to watch my Cowboys get blown out by the Broncos. With the Broncos fan, by the way. Super
right.
Super fun. Although in his defense,
I know that feeling.
In his defense, I think everybody went into that game thinking the Broncos were going to lose. So he made that trip thinking his team was going to lose. So
by the way, I know that feeling. I've been to a game before with a super fan of the opposite team.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I've been that person. I get it.
But on the way, I think it might have been the way there. I watched the movie we saw in theaters, the Ryan Reynolds movies, Free Guy. Yeah. It's a sneaky, funny movie. It doesn't get enough credit still. And I think it was better the second time I watched it. Like, it was good the first time. I was laughing
It's
whole
hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Absolutely hilarious.
I couldn't stop watching it. So if you haven't watched it, Free Guy, hilarious. If you're a Ryan Reynolds fan, it's just
there's
classic.
one thing I'm gonna point out. Okay, there's certain actors that I see when they come out with a movie, and I instantaneously, I want to see it. Ryan Reynolds has become one of them. He's only had one movie to date in my mind that I know I don't ever want to watch again.
What's that?
The Green Lantern. He was the Green Lantern.
Oh, I never saw Green Lantern.
And that he makes fun of himself.
Even his chick flicks are funny. Like Just Friends was hilarious.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
He's hilarious.
Have you ever heard anybody say they didn't like Ryan Reynolds?
No, he's hilarious.
The other one that like I just have to watch every movie, and I used to hate him. Like I used to hate him early on. Leo.
And Shyamalan, blah 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 blah.
Leo's the man. Every single movie.
He is. He's another one. He's another one. There's a bunch of those guys out there that you see their name and you're like,
Will Smith.
Well, take my money. I'll go see your movie.
I'm gonna go watch this the tennis movie with Will Smith and about the sisters.
Yep, take my money. I will go watch your movie.
Will Smith in it, I'm gonna watch it.
I'm watching it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why you hire Will Smith, because no matter what, dude, he played the genie. He had to replace Robin Williams,
and he rocked it.
Don't get me wrong, it was a different kind of genie, but it worked.
It worked.
But you had to replace Robin Williams as the genie.
Could you imagine if Robin Williams was still alive and did that role? It would have been so much fun.
It would have been so much fun.
Will didn't do great. I'm just saying.
No,
so much fun.
But it would have been so. Once again, Robin Williams isn't. Once again, God bless his soul, if he was still alive, dude, he was a generational comedian. He was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Anything he did, I don't even remember a movie I ever thought that I would.
I don't think there will ever be another Robin Williams.
I don't know how that could be. He's honestly everything he did was absolutely hilarious.
Got to talk about our kiddos.
Kid time. You can go ahead and start this time.
Yeah, I started with hot takes. Or you start with hot takes, so I'll start with kids' corner. I'm pretty sure I talked about my daughter playing basketball.
You did?
Yeah.
You did? You get her 5 seconds on the court or something like that?
Yeah, she just checks in, checks out real quick, but she's getting better. I've been coaching her a little bit, and she's getting better. She can dribble consistently now.
Okay.
She actually tries a little bit to go after the ball and be aggressive on defense. Doesn't really always know where to line up. We're working on it. It's a work in progress. However, I have a problem. I can't just leave things alone, right? I'm at the game. My daughter got 35 seconds of playing time, right?
Mm.
Whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I understand, like, at this level, they're playing to win, right?
Yeah, they're playing actual games.
Yeah.
Here.
So the Fort Cherry ladies are playing the South Fayette ladies. And every game I've watched so far this year, they've played against a team that either does a 2-3 zone or a 3-2 zone.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Super easy to play against 3-2 and 2-3 zones, right? Like you just dribble on, pass, wait for an open person. Well, they're playing the same exact offense now against a hardcore, I want to call it man-to-man defense, but it's really girl-to-girl defense, right?
Right.
Like in these South Fayette girls, they're all bigger, taller, faster, the whole 9 yards than the Fort Cherry girls, which you can still win games against better competition. You just have to coach.
Prepared.
You have to be prepared, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the first half, it's like, I want to say it was like 16-8 or something like that, which is a blowout essentially in girls basketball with that, how much they scored, especially at this age. And like I'm telling Cassie, I'm like, they're running the same offense as they run against zones against man-to-man. You can't do it, right? You have to do some sort of a bust, especially like it's tight man-to-man coverage. Like you have to break that up. Like you got to run some plays. Yeah, no, somebody's honking out there.
No, did you hear him curse at him?
Oh no,
they were cursing at. Sorry, this is off lib. Outside the window, there was somebody just cursing at another car because they beeped at him.
So I'm on the sidelines. I'm criticizing the coach, right? Because he doesn't have a playbook. He doesn't have offensive plays. He's not 10 years old. He should have a couple plays, right?
Yeah.
Like I know we had at least 3 or 4 plays. We had 1, 2, 3, probably 4 plays when I was that age that we would run. And 2 of the plays were zone beaters, 2 of the plays were man-to-man beaters, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, I'm telling Cassie, I'm like, I don't understand why he's not running any plays, right? And then like I was like, okay, well, at halftime he'll make some adjustments,
maybe,
and then they'll come out and they'll run some plays that are like man-to-man beaters, right?
Mm-hmm. And
like they did it. They just came out and kept doing the same little, run this way, pass the ball, run that way, pass the ball, like, and turn the ball over, and South Fayette goes down and scores. And I'm like you gotta have the center come up, set a screen, go around the screen, then the center cuts to the hoop, and then on the other side there's somebody setting a pick and somebody's cutting to the basket. You got 2 options of pass or you can shoot. You got to do something like that against tight man-to-man defense. And it was like blowing my ever loving mind that like the coach did not do this. And then what's he do? Like instead of like, okay, we're going to lose this game or whatever, he starts like insulting the girls. Which the one girl's his daughter.
That's the worst.
The one girl's his daughter, right? And she like, so the only thing he tried to instill at halftime was he put the center like around the foul line.
Okay.
And was trying to get them to post up and like put their hand up over here so they could get the ball down and then lay it in. Okay. In theory, yes, that could potentially work, right? I get why they were trying, but the center did it one time and she did it right one time. She had the leverage, and then his daughter didn't pass the ball. She passed it to the girl over on the right, and they kept running the same little offense that they're comfortable with. Mm-hmm. And he just like, what are you doing? Why are you being an idiot? Like, and then like, so then the next time down, she makes the pass in, and it was covered because she didn't get the right leverage or whatever. Why'd you make that dumb pass? Why are you being so stupid? And I'm like, this girl is 10 years old.
Right. You're the coach. You're the coach.
Like, call a timeout. Bring them in. Say, okay, that didn't work. Let's try something different. Come on, guys. I need you to. You can be tough on them, but be tough in a positive way.
You don't degrade kids.
Oh yeah, I told Cassie and Cassie's like, you can't coach every sport, Ian. Just stay out of it. Just stay out of it. I'm like, I could definitely coach better than this loser. You know what I mean?
I hate that. To me, that's the worst thing, because kids, like my son's 5 and he's just starting the sports world. He just started t-ball, soccer, just started basketball tonight. And every time, because coaches usually invite me to help because I almost interject myself into it.
Yeah.
So they invite me to help because, he interjects himself. Oh, he seems to know what he's doing. Okay. Yeah. You can help. And every time when I'm on one of those side conversations you'll have with the coach or whatever, I'm bluntly saying, I just wish the coaching, like the actual fundamentals, the basics, my son's 5. So he's literally at the very beginning of that road. And I'm sitting there, I'm just preaching. I wish coaches would really teach the fundamentals, the basics, not try to say, oh, it's all about fun. Yes. Do I want my son to have fun? Yes, of course I do, because that's how you grow the sport and you grow kids' interest.
But you also
But
have
you
to
have to
learn.
know what's going on.
You got to learn, and you got to also know that, like, hey, this is a game we play to win. You know, you got to do all that stuff.
You have to learn to pay attention. You have to learn to listen. You have to learn to actually take coaching and understand what coaching is.
And I'm the first one to say, like, when I'm coaching soccer, I'm yelling at the kids, not like in a bad way.
But you don't demean them. You can yell.
I'm just getting their attention. Hey, focus. Come on, let's go. Let's run. You know, like, let's get into it.
So okay,
unreal, so, absolutely unreal. And I'm sorry, but that was just like
different boat. We don't ever talk about this on the show. This is one very few times I'm going to bring business up. Okay, and it's because it correlates with what we're actually already talking about.
Okay,
as you already know, I have a team with my business, and my team actually calls me Papa Sean. That's legit what I'm known as.
You do have some great.
I do, but I'm actually I'm not even I'm by far not the oldest on the team.
And you get the receding hairline.
No, that's been there for years.
You got the thick glasses.
That's because I'm nearsighted and farsighted. What the fuck you want to do, dude?
Papa Sean.
Nonetheless, I am Papa Sean, yet I am not older than the agents that are calling me Papa Sean.
Brittany's younger? I thought
Brittany is older than me.
Really?
Brittany is older than me by like a year and a half.
Okay.
Christine is older than me by like 3 years. Dave is the only one younger than me on the team now.
He probably doesn't call you Papa Sean.
He doesn't know.
Not yet.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, so I get called Papa Sean. But the basis of this is what we just talked about in terms of coaching. Do I get mean to them sometimes? Not really mean, but I coaching sometimes it's not always going to be nice. It's not going to always be sunny and rosy when you're coaching.
You got to be hard on them sometimes.
Right. At the end of the day, how many times do you talk to my team and they respect me? They listen to me. They work for me. They trust what I tell them, because what I'm doing is I listen to them when it warrants to be listened to. And then I coach them on it's just in general.
Right.
The same thing is for kids. Coaching is never any different. You don't ever want to coach and be bashing somebody, because why would they want to work under that if you're bashing them?
I do think there is a level in which it turns, right? And it turns in high school. Okay.
Yeah.
In high school, like especially I can't speak to women's sports, but on the man side of the sports, on the men's side, like it turns, we're talking to you like men now. And if you're being a fucking idiot, I'm going to tell you you're being a fucking idiot. And why'd you make that fucking mistake? And I'm grabbing your face mask and I'm yelling at you.
But truthfully, guys who play in high school sports have already had that.
They've already had the encouragement and they know what they're doing.
Correct. They're not that random level who don't have a clue what's going on.
Like they have a college scholarship on the line.
That's what they're working towards.
Yeah. They may not be that level, but they have a college scholarship.
And even that a high school coach is trying to become a coordinator in college, more likely.
Yeah, probably.
Of some sort. Either that, a position coach, something in college. He's trying to move, once again, everybody wants to move up the ranks eventually. That's the goal. And anywhere you work, me and him are both in real estate. He's a broker. I'm a realtor. I literally started 3 years ago. You've been in it for over plus 10 plus.
10, yeah.
Just this year I started my team. That's me progressing myself.
Right.
That's all it is. And at the end of the day, once again, that is, you know me better. That is my biggest pet peeve. People who, it's not how, the nicest way I can say is they coach shitty. Yeah. They don't even know how to coach.
And it's like, as a parent, like, what do you do in that scenario? Because I want to go up to the guy, just like, look, I understand you're frustrated, but you can't talk to the girls this way, number one. And number two, how about instead of blaming the girls, how about you install some fucking plays?
Pay attention to yourself. Look inside. Look at you.
You had tight man-to-man defense against a bigger, stronger, faster team, and you did not set one motherfucking screen.
Right.
You did not set one screen the whole game. That's how you break up that defense. You set screens. Anyway,
so
ever tell you this story real quick before you get into this? Did I ever tell you so I had all my coaches in high school were dickheads, except for one. Okay. But my freshman year of basketball, I had this.
Can we invite one of them on the show?
Sure. If you can find it. Coach Barry was my cool one. I totally would have him on the show. But I had this Coach Starks, right? He was our freshman basketball coach. Biggest fucking dickhead you'll ever meet in the world, right?
Okay.
And he would just like, we'd be getting blown out. He'd turn to the parents like, this ain't my team. This ain't the team that I coach. Like he'd be like bad mouth us stuff. So our last game of the year, I dislocated my thumb in practice, right? the day before the game. So I iced it all night and I wrapped it up real tight. And then I went to play the game, and it was on the road. And I was sitting on the bus. When I got off the bus, he looks down at my hand. It's all wrapped up. And he's like, he grabs me by the shirt. And he's like, "You're not to take a single fucking shot today. You got me?" He's like, "I'm not having you shoot with that hand like that." Right. Meanwhile, I was like one of the top scorers on the team. Right. That was freshman year. I got worse as high school went. Once my backup shot to like 6'6". Right. Anyway, so literally first play of the game, I'm in the post. I'm supposed to go up and catch a pass, and then I'm supposed to hit a cutter. Right. That's my only job on this play. Catch a pass, hit a cutter. He calls the play. I go up, I catch the pass, I turn around and I shoot, and I made it. And then I flipped them off. I was like, "Fuck you, motherfucker." Like that, I had no respect for the guy. Zero respect for the guy.
Yeah, but when you treat people that way, that's what happens. It's not, coaching is not demeaning. It is not demeaning a person. Yes, the conversation may not be fun. It may not be all happiness and everything, but it's not demeaning somebody. Yeah.
10-year-old girls. Man.
It's not. Even adults, you don't demean a person. That's still fucked up.
Yeah, he's calling them stupid and dumb. And
me and you have been managers. We've been. I mean, you're the broker here. We've done leadership roles. Demeaning somebody never works. Never works. All right, so I'm hoping
you have a fun or a positive story.
I have a positive. And actually, I'm going to go right to tonight, actually.
Okay.
So Grayson had his first basketball practice. And it's just a training. It's not a game. It's not a team. Literally, there's probably about 50 kids, almost 100 kids at this. It's called Little Titans. They develop you for next year. So when they start the team leagues, you kind of have a clue what's going on. Nonetheless, Grayson was on the side, and this is his very first practice. He doesn't know what to expect, doesn't know where to go. So he's on the side, and I can see him trying to dribble. He's learning. He's going through it. The other kids had one practice that he couldn't make because I told you how he was sick over the weekend. So he's learning. He's kind of catching up. So about 10, 15 minutes into this hour practice, he comes running around looking for me, finally finds me. And I could see him. I could see him from a distance. I'm okay. What's going on? What's he doing? He comes over to me. "Dad, my back hurts." Okay, 10, 15 minutes. And believe me, this coach has him hustling, has him working with dribbling, really going. In a good way, nothing negative about what he's doing. In a good way. And Grayson's like, "My back hurts, Dad. We need to go." I look at him. I'm like, "Grayson, that's not going to happen." Unless you're really injured and you're not able to do anything, we're not. You're going to work through this.
You hurt or you injured?
Right. And no, he was just tired.
Yeah.
It wasn't something he was expecting. He wasn't ready for it. And he was just tired. And they had him bending over, dribbling, they had him doing fingertips, things like that. And he just, once again, was not ready for the adrenaline or how fast this coach was pushing them.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't ready for it. However, after I told him no, basically, "Do you want some water?" Okay, got a chug of water. "All right, Dad, I'm ready to go back." This is all within a matter of 60 seconds. Goes back. I don't see him for the next 45 minutes. He just goes hard the rest of the 45 minutes. And I'm watching from a distance. This is not, this one, he has high school kids the coach already has high school kids there doing coaching with them. So I'm where I usually step in. I have no need. They already have all the coaches they need for this. Nonetheless, I'm watching from a distance. I'm watching because I want to be able to coach Grayson as things go on. I want to know what they're coaching them on.
Right.
And they're once again, 5-year-olds, they're coaching dribbling is the main thing they're coaching right now.
Hardest thing to get in basketball.
It really is. And that's what they're coaching. And it's great. I love seeing it. I told you, fundamentals, awesome. Love it. I'm watching them because they start doing sprints where they basically, so they were doing a relay. They had one basketball. They had about 5 different groups of 8. Or they probably had 10 groups of 8, to be honest with you, but they were doing sprints with the basketball and a relay. And I'm watching them. The first go around, a little rough. Second go around, okay, he's getting better. And the third go around, they make him do it with the left hand, the opposite hand.
Oof.
And I watched them and I'm like, it's not that bad. He's not that bad. It's not that bad. But I'm watching him. And the end of the story here is he didn't give up. He wanted to give up. He wanted to say, no, I'm done. But after telling him that's not going to happen and giving him some water, that kid went out and hustled. By the end of it, he told me, I can't wait for the next practice.
It's parenting, right?
Yes.
Like we have to instill in our kids that you can't just give up and go and get stuff.
It's not okay to just give up.
You can't quit. Now, if you're actually hurt, if you sprained your ankle or whatever, okay.
If he was really hurt, but I knew what it was. I knew he just was tired.
He's like, holy shit, this guy's like making us run.
Right.
And like, this is not what I expected.
And there's 50, like I said, there was 50 to 100 kids there. This coach is legit. How do you meet 80 kids, whatever it ends up being? How do you know 80 names? I mean, how do you make that personal? Like a game where you have 11 team members. Okay, you can get to know your team.
Yeah.
80 kids. Yeah, not as easy to get to know and get to have that personal experience. What's that?
They got name tags on?
No.
It takes me like 3 weeks to learn my like 11 kids on soccer.
Nonetheless, I appreciate the coach. I mean, the high school kids were great in terms of how they handled the kids. Like I saw them from a distance. Once again, I was trying to stay out of it. I was trying to keep my distance a little bit. But I could see him from the distance, and I could see like Grayson when they would get breaks, he would take his ball and he would shoot hoops. He would literally, they have the lower hoop, and he would shoot at the lower hoop.
7.5 footer.
But you would see the high school kids come over and like practice with them and play with them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool, okay.
Yeah, I get the tough part for me with like teaching like Roman and stuff at this level to play basketball is like I want to teach like how you hold the ball, your follow through, all that stuff. But they don't have the strength.
They don't have the
so they have to do the push. And it's like I have to keep telling myself, like, they're not there yet. You can teach that fundamental once you get to that level.
I tried to do that actually before the practice today.
Yeah.
Because I was watching Grayson shoot. And I pulled him aside, I'm like, Grayson, try shooting like this.
Yeah.
It will direct the ball better for you.
Right.
Not even for the regular shot, just it will direct the ball better. And he looked at me and I started watching him like, I was trying to coach him, but at the end of the day, I get what he's doing. He's literally trying to push all of his muscles behind the shot to get the shot up that far is all he's trying to do. I get it.
I know we want wait. You want a quick funny Roman one?
Sure.
So Roman had.
We're back to I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I don't care. Fuck it. Roman had open mat wrestling the other night.
Okay.
I don't just always they don't let the parents watch practice. I don't understand why, but they don't let us watch
they
practice.
block that now.
Oh yeah, they even cover up the glass and everything so you can't watch, right?
Wow.
Because they don't want us like critiquing coaching. Wow.
That's BS.
But for me, I don't really know wrestling, so it would help me to like see what they're teaching. Like last year when I was
that's my point. That's why I'm saying that's BS.
Last year I learned a lot from being involved more, right? But anyways, so I'm asking him after practice, like, hey, so how'd it go? Oh, went good. And I was like, did you pin anybody? And he's like, oh yeah, I pinned people. And I was like, really, people? Like, he's like, yeah, I pinned a couple kids. And I was like,
there's some girls out there.
I was like, what, like, what's their names? Like, who'd you pin? You know, because I know like most of his little friends in wrestling. He's like, oh, they were all kindergartners. Kindergartners are easy. Because he's so short that they just keep matching it. Even though I keep telling the coach, like, you got to wrestle him against like bigger guys because they just keep matching him up with these little kindergartners.
Because how small
and he's just wiping the floor with them, you know? And it's like, oh God.
Well, I gotta appreciate because Grayson is a kindergarten, and I've watched him and Roman together. He doesn't necessarily wipe the floor with Grayson.
I don't think he tries.
I don't know if he tries.
Yeah, I don't think I think that he like he wants Grayson to keep going.
Right.
So like, I don't think he really
because Grayson wants to wrestle, and that if Grayson picks up wrestling,
he'll be great.
Right.
He's got the size.
He's
yes. He's got the mentality. He's got the size.
And he wants to, and it's definitely something on our radar for Grayson.
I mean, kindergarten is a perfect year to get into it, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah. And once again, Grayson's learning that once again between T-ball now basketball, he's learning that, oh shit, this is what I have to do.
Wrestling works.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I know. I never
Wrestling.
did wrestling, but I can see it.
Those kids come out, their faces beat red, covered in sweat.
And just talking to Blaine, I've already have an idea. So
I remember when I used to play basketball and we'd watch the kids in the wrestling room. We just start laughing because we'll run sprints or whatever, but we're done in 30 seconds. Like those guys are running the whole practice.
oh yeah, they're hustle.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Which I appreciate because that's a growth process.
Well, Sean, we got our wonderful.
You do know
last
I'm
cheers.
still like sweating over my last two of
The
this.
funny thing is, I filled mine to the brim.
Are you gonna lick it off the table?
It's still filled to the brim,
Yes.
and I feel like there's an entire shot laying on the table. Like, what the hell happened here? So, if you missed it earlier in the show, I overfilled Sean's second shot, and I felt bad, so I filled up mine literally to the top, and it's because of the table shaking has dribbled, and there's like a shot laying on the table, and I still have a completely full shot. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Old man, whatever the hell this shit is.
The worst part is the next one I have after that is even shittier.
Oh, woo! I feel like I could breathe fire after that. Like, just give me a lighter.
I'm out.
Deuces.
Deuces.
Oh no! Why isn't my mouse working?
We're still
There
here.
it is.
I'm not out.
You're not out
I'm
yet,
still here.
Sean.
I'm still here.
Deuces.
See